morning, everybody. Good morning. I don't know what happened. Let me see who we got in here with us. Hey, just simply joyful living. How's everybody doing this morning? Look at this. This is. I hope my Wi-Fi is acting right so y'all can see this beautiful sunrise in Daytona Beach, Florida. I was on my way home, but I had to stop here because oh, that's beautiful. You heading out there to get them things, man. Go on, brother. Bring that food home. So, I'm out here and I wanted to stop real quick and look at the ocean and watch the sun rise from the east. That's all. I just said I wanted to show you guys what this is all about. Before I go, yeah, I've been here for 30 minutes just watching the sunrise and just thinking, and showing my appreciation for just being able to be here. Wow, I just saw something that I know is never gonna come back that I would love to show y'all. Hey, what's up, Learning to Grow My Own? What's up? It's very relaxing. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to just show you what I'm looking at. This is what I'm getting. Moving to Daytona next year when I'm out of the military. I think you made a great choice. Hey, Heavenly Sent, how you doing? I think you made a great choice. Say there's nothing like Florida. This is a beautiful, I've been traveling. I've put almost 300 miles on my vehicle just in Florida. And I know it's some rough parts, but the rough parts look like some of our good parts. So, man, this is a beautiful thing, man. Beautiful. Just beautiful. And coming from Orlando, you gotta pass Daytona. I was like, I am not passing Daytona without looking at the ocean or looking at the bay. I'm not doing it. So you 45 minutes away. What was that, 45 minutes away? All right, Mr. Bread and Circus. Hey, Black's Tropical Homestead. What's going on, y'all? Catherine Peterson. Hurricane keep me from Florida. I go to Beaufort, South Carolina when I want ocean. I don't know why. Why would you let something like that stop you from something that you really want to do? A hurricane? When I hear people say stuff like that, it always makes me feel like I don't want to be mean at all. I don't want to be rude, so I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way at all. But when people say stuff like that, like I don't want to go there because of the hurricanes, I don't want to move there because of it, it always it just sounds so ignorant to me. Maybe it's just me, but that sounds so utterly ignorant because that's like I don't ever want to go back to Africa because of lions. I don't ever want to go to Chicago because of the mobsters from back in the day. I don't ever want to go to South Carolina because of the racism. I don't ever want to go to Toledo, Ohio because of the snow. I don't ever want to do anything because everybody got an excuse why I'm sorry. Yes, it's hurricanes here. where where you ain't gonna get hurricanes, you gonna get snow. You gonna get avalanches. You gonna get freezes. Where you ain't got freezes or hurricanes, you got crime. You got death. You got poverty. Where you don't got that, it's gonna be something everywhere. There is only one perfect place, and I don't think while we in this meat sack that we're gonna see it. You're not gonna experience a perfect place on this earth. There's no such thing. We've ruined this whole big ball of clay. So my thing is experience as much as you can and spread yourself around and grow. It ain't if you only go to South Carolina beaches, you only you only know about South Carolina beaches. South Carolina beaches are nothing like Florida beaches, which is nothing like Virginia beaches. It is no such thing, you know. It's no such thing. You need to spread yourself around in life. Look, I'm down here. I'm not going to get this in Colombia. This is the kind of peace that I'm talking about. Um, Beautiful love. Thinking about moving to South Carolina. It's a beautiful place. Clearwater Beach is amazing also. So if the hurricanes were that bad, why is the population increasing in those areas and getting weather? I'm gonna tell you this. Um, Thank you, Black's Tropical Homestead. I kind of saw that. I'm gonna tell you this. Honestly, that was just perfect. I can't even add on to that. Why is the population growing so much? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. The media has a job to do. The media has a job to do, right? If there's nothing to report on, they lay people off. If there's not a big, crazy story, people just don't watch TV. You can watch Friends and Seinfeld for that. People, fear is profitable. Scaring people is profitable. So if you can scare people and make them watch you, that's what the media does. So look how many news reporters in the media fake a storm. How many times have you been watching a news reporter in this so-called man-killing storm and then some kids walk by while they're doing all this? I can barely stand up, Jim. And then some kids walk by or float by on some boogie boards or some little surfboards laughing, walking their dog. Man, the media makes stuff up because they got to eat too. And if we always believe what the media say, okay, hurricane just hit here not too long ago, right? It's still summer. There is zero. This is what the media make it look like. The media makes it look like you can't live here anymore. It's uninhabitable now after these hurricanes. Think about that. The media makes it look like it's uninhabitable now. The hurricane was so horrible, nobody will ever live there for the next 500 years. Look where we at. There's people walking all around here, man. People ain't thinking about nothing, man. Put your dog on a leash, man. God, I hate when people do this. I hate when people do this. See, I think everyone understands storm and weather, but it does not stop you from visiting and enjoying. And you know what? Savannah, you're right there too. So, you know, people think just because you're on the ocean, you're on the coast that, you know.
Morning.
Morning, how you doing?
Good.
All right. Just because you're on the ocean that you're gonna die. I know, I saw that. I'm wondering whose it is. Just let it go like that. Yeah. So, you guys, I just wanted to share a moment with you. And I'm down here. I seen a lot of land for sale, and I ain't gonna finish telling y'all why I'm down here. I ain't gonna tell you why I'm down here, but I think y'all already know. Hey, Gigi, if I didn't have to hurry home for my sister, I would slide right over there and see you and Eco and Starduster too. Where's Lady Led? She is at home doing her business, and I'm down. I'm down here on business, y'all. I don't know if y'all know. I'm picking up trees on the way. Let me break it down to y'all, cause I know y'all like what? Why do you keep going down there? I'm looking. I am about to buy land down here. That's why I'm. That's why I keep coming to Florida. I've been down here another time. I didn't even record any of it. I recorded it, but I ain't uploaded. So yeah. So that's why. I met Mom's Crafty Mom's Creations. I met her yesterday, which was wonderful. And I told her, I let her know. So that was awesome. It was awesome meeting her. This is just beautiful. So I said I'm gonna hang on here for a hot second and I'm gonna get back on the road. But boy, is it beautiful. It just hit a little different when you right here. Hey, Spooning with Sunshine. What's going on? What's up, Rambo Green Hands? Say Florida is on my travel list. Travel list. Hey, Miss Shirley OG. How y'all doing this morning? I know it's early. I've been driving since I left about 5:30 this morning. Look at this. Look at this. They doing the doggone thing. They gonna have me pull my boat out. It's beautiful out here. Look at this. Out here doing so. Hey, Grand Rising from Palm Beach. All right, Palm Beach. Um, Daytona got some good fishing spots. I see that because there's about 50 fishing boats right out in front of us. You probably can't see it from the sun, but they're all right out here. And I'm on this pier, and it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Hey, Britt Mine say Daytona is where we moved from. Had a spot there for 20 years prior. Really? Really? You and Lady Lair need to move down. I'm working on it right now. I'm working on it. Can I tell y'all something before I go? This is, if you're wondering why I would be moving from one spot to another. Number one, I wouldn't sell my house. I would rent it out. But get this. This is all my opinion right here. Okay? So don't take none of this to heart. This is just my opinion. You know how people always talk about vibrations and feeling certain kind of vibrations? Hey, Alex, I think some of that is real. I think it's real. I think it's true. But you know what else I think is real and what else I think is true? Is elevation. We talk about vibrations, but we never talk about elevation, do we? We never talk about elevation. What I mean by elevation is, I think when you, just like your pressure cooker, earthquake scaring you from South Carolina. No, no. When you, just like your pressure cooker has to be set at a certain weight with your elevation, right? Sometimes I think if you move to the wrong elevation, it makes people do some crazy-ish. I think I think the earth's elevation or your landmass elevation, it kind of messes with the way you function. Think about this. Some people, you got sinuses and stuff, you move to a more humid place. Some places, I'm trying to think of some. If you got cancer, you might move to another certain place because depending on what kind of cancer it is, the air and the atmosphere and the elevation may lessen it and give you more time on this earth. And certain people move to certain places because of either their health or their ailments or even their mental stuff like this. Absorbing this kind of sun, I promise you, I was born and raised in Ohio, but I always felt I don't belong here. I'm not supposed to be in this snow. Don't get me wrong. I represent to the fullest and I love it because I was born and raised there. Do I belong there spiritually, naturally? No. No, I don't. No, I do not. So I feel I feel when you get to a certain place, man, you feel connected to that place. Just moving anywhere is, I mean, you can do what you want, but you can always have that longing to move somewhere else. It's almost like buying something. You bought something, and it's something you really, really wanted. But when you got it, you're not fulfilled. You still want something. It's still something you yearning for, something you're looking for. And I think those certain elevations, you're not at the right elevation. You may have moved from Ohio to Kentucky, but something is dragging you further south. Something is pulling you further. Like this is good, but it's temporary. Everything you do in your life, when you're not grounded, when you're not at the right elevation or vibration, as some people use, you do temporary shit. When you're at the wrong elevation, the wrong vibration, you're not in the surroundings that you really supposed to be in, you do temporary shit. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. Say you buy fruit trees, you won't take them out the pot. Say you get in a relationship. You don't commit. You don't put a ring on nobody's finger. You don't marry nobody. When you looking for housing, you don't go looking to purchase a home. You just want to rent or lease. When you go purchase a car, you just want to lease the car. You don't want to purchase it. That's because that's your spirit telling you, man, I don't belong here. I don't want to set no roots right here. So I'm leaving all my fruit trees in pots and containers, and I'm renting this car. You're doing that because you know as well as I know, at a moment's notice, you out of there. You're leaving. The only thing you plant or get grounded is stuff that you don't care about, stuff that you're gonna leave behind. If you got the opportunity to meet your right elevation, or your landmass elevation, or your vibration, or whatever is calling to you, you will leave your fruit trees behind. You will leave all that stuff behind and be like, I gotta go. But think about that. How many temporary things do you have? You don't have no job where you've been on the job for 20 something years. You're in a relationship, you really like the person, but you kind of like, I'm not ready to do this yet. You know, you got a kind of a temporary job. You're leasing a car. You buying fruit trees, but you really just want to know how to plant them in a container. I'm telling you, that's because something else is calling out to you. You're not grounded yet. You're not ready to settle down. Something still is calling you to move on. That's why when you finally get to a place where you feel you got that calling, you start putting stuff in the ground. You start thinking about, I'm at a certain age, I don't have children yet, maybe I should have some kids. I really love this woman, or I really love this man. Maybe it's time for me to put that ring on their finger. Maybe it's time for me to purchase a home in this area. I don't want to lease no more. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and buy this car outright. That's what's in me. When you know you're getting close to your right elevation, to where you belong, you start half-assing. Some stuff in containers, some stuff in the ground, right? You will lease a car, but you'll buy a motorcycle. You won't get married to the person, but you get engaged. That's when you know I'm on the right track. I'm just not there yet. See, you starting to feel more comfortable with your surroundings. Like it's time for me to make some real go-getter moves. I'm not married, but I am gonna get engaged. I'm gonna lease the car, but I'm gonna buy the motorcycle. You know, stuff like that. You start going out with friends and hanging out with friends, getting more comfortable with people. Because when you're not grounded, you're not at your right elevation, or you're not at your right vibration, you don't want to meet people. You don't want to know nobody. You don't want to be friends with nobody. Nothing. Like, I'm to myself. I stay away from people. I do my own thing. That's when you know it may be time for you to pick up and go somewhere. Because you ain't comfortable. It's just like you on a layover flight. You on a layover. You in the airport, you ain't comfortable. You sleeping on your luggage. That's how you feel. And that right now, that's how a lot of people feel, but they too scared to take that leap of faith and go somewhere where they belong. That's what it is. So when somebody says to me, I don't go there because of hurricanes, you fighting where you really belong because of some nonsense that some media outlet made up for you so they can make money. It's not even, that news don't even be real. They're just making up stories just so they can, just like on YouTube. Just like on YouTube, family. Sometimes you'll hear YouTubers make up stuff. Oh, the ticky-tacky plague is spreading and bullshit like that. They do that because they know people is going to watch it. Listen to me. Fear is profitable. Fear and scaring people half to death is profitable. That's why there's scary movies. Listen, Freddy, Jason, and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre dude, Leatherface, they wouldn't have a job if fear was not profitable. Think about that. They don't even tell stories on the news about people doing heroic things. They rather talk about a building burning down and 5 people getting burned up inside. That's what sells, not the hero. That hero story don't sell newspapers, okay? Death, horror, war, conflict, that sells newspapers. It's no different on YouTube. So I don't listen to that crap, man. I don't listen to a man, the same people that's bitching and moaning about it's a hurricane or a tornado or something going on, and it make people, I would never move there. Hawaii, I would never move around no volcanoes. That's crazy. We was looking at land in Hawaii too. Because when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. It don't matter whether it's just going to happen to just you or it's going to happen to half the city. When it's your time to go, there's nothing you can say or do about it. And I'm telling you, it's quadrillions of human beings over time is proof. And it's your time to go. It's your time to go. We are here to be devoured. You are not here to live forever. That's all to it. So while I'm here on this rock, I'm going to experience everything that the Father created. I'm going to try my best to take in all of this, man, this blessings, all of this stuff, man. You know, beautiful ocean view, powder sugar sand, palm trees, 80 degrees, all kind of birds I ain't never seen before, because that one looked like a dinosaur. So let's head on out of here. I'm getting all in my feelings. Because, man, this is so beautiful. I don't know what else to say. Oh, lay it all in his feelings. Head home, and here's the sweet part. I'm heading home, but I'm heading to a beautiful place as well. I'm going to show y'all this real quick. Oh, no, maybe I won't. This camera's all over the place. Well, I guess I can show y'all a little bit. That's what I was going to show y'all. I just didn't want to pull them out, all these people out here. There we go. Can y'all hear me okay? You gotta be living life to the fullest. I'm telling you, we do. In my household, like I told y'all, everything ain't for YouTube. Half the time, we're doing stuff and it's not for social media. So I said yesterday, I'm gonna get off my little, this Eastern sunrise was just making me go into some kind of euphoric state, and I didn't want to keep going on with that. I'm telling you, you feel the power of God when you just sitting somewhere meditating and the sun is coming up and the weather is perfect and the sky is beautiful and the sun is, you can see it turns you, it changes you. That's all I can say. I'm not gonna get all into my feelings and spiritual. I need to stop that. So I'm just saying, this is so beautiful. I just snuck back here for a hot second. So before I go, look at this. Look at this. These kiwi birds, they out here. These kiwi birds is out here like roaches. They got a little gray one too. They out here like palmetto bugs. Look at that. So before I go and before this thing fizzles out, I'm going to tell you guys what I got. I said I was going to tell everybody that I met yesterday. So Crafty Mom's Creation, she know. So I'm going to let you guys know exactly what I did. I got the pineapple guava. Pineapple guava grows great in South Carolina. And out here, Triple Homestead was one of them. And I can't remember several other people that said the fruit is incredible. It's one of the best tasting guavas and it's cold hardy. It's super sweet, everything. So I passed it up because they look like bushes. This is it. They keep the pineapple guava in the same area that they keep like azaleas and rhododendrons and stuff and all that. They don't put it with the fruit trees. So you will skip right over them because they look just like normal old hedge shrubs, which I heard they can be used for. So here's the other thing. This is one right now, family, if you don't have it, you may want to look into it. First, do the research on this. Sugar loaf pineapple. Sugar loaf pineapple. Do me a favor, write that down. I hope y'all can hear me. I hope my Wi-Fi is all right. If you can, look up sugar loaf white pineapple. Look at how cold hardy they are. Look at that people are growing them inside their homes. Pineapples for house plants that actually produce pineapples inside your house. Sugarloaf pineapples. So please go look into that. Sugarloaf pineapples, and and of course I got a mango. That's really all I got. I think, yeah, that's really all I got. But it's, oh my God, go do the research, and they're huge. You know, pineapple top grow, you know what they look like. A sugar loaf pineapple come up almost like palm tree. I got them back there, and that's what's really taking up all that space. Them sugar loaf pineapples are huge. Pineapple literally in the house. Yes, go do the research yourself. Sugar loaf pineapple. Go do the research, and you will see exact. I know about pineapples, but when I found this one and did the research on it, my mind is blown. My mind is blown. I'm about to run a red light. So, hey, Dorsey, I can't see you, but I just seen Gigi say, hey. Hey, Joan, thank you so much. Custard apple, yep. Yes, Sugarloaf Pineapple Adventures. Go do the research and find out about that. And all my Floridians and Flow Riders, y'all know what I was talking about yesterday. Go look, because the only place I've ever seen them is down here in Florida. Now, you can buy them online. Here's the crazy part to let you know there's something special. You can buy them online, but you know what you're going to see? All of them say they sell tissue cultures. They're about this big, and they cost about $50, $60. Where mine is almost this big, and I bought it for $17. So I'm just saying, you guys, look it up, and that might be something you want to add to, especially for my apartment dwellers, because from what I'm seeing and hearing, they're growing them in apartments. So if you can grow them in your home, man, what a wonderful thing. And they're highly productive, they're highly sweet, and they are huge. The pineapple, the actual fruit, grows huge, where some pineapples, they let you off a little baseball like the ones I got in that first year and stuff like that. I mean, that second year and stuff like that. These are supposed to let off big old mama gemmas. Where did I buy it? In Florida. That's the sweet part. Home Depot. Go to Home Depot. You don't even got to go to no nursery. I went to a couple nurseries here and I seen them, and they was about $60 to $80. And I didn't understand. The leaves have a red streak in them. They got a deep red streak, which is beautiful. Black Soil Homestead said you can go anywhere. Said, man, I miss those plant nurseries down in Florida. Boy, listen to me. I'm gonna say this: it's worth the drive to come to Florida just to see all of the variety. As gardeners, you need to come to Florida. If you don't got no other reason to make it to Florida, which Home Depot? I don't know. I'm not even gonna begin to do that, because I've been to about 5 Home Depots. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I would have to go in my bag of receipts and pull out the one that I actually bought it. Trust and believe me, I wouldn't know right offhand. It's in my luggage back there somewhere. Hey, Love Notes. Thank you, Gigi. You always own it. So, you guys, I'm going to get out of here, because even though I'm in Daytona, I think I want to stop at one more Home Depot. I'm going to stop at one more Home Depot. Then I want to go put my feet in this water for about 15 minutes. Do a little connecting to the earth for about 15 minutes. All right? And that's not going to be televised. How long do they take to produce fruit? Most pineapples take at least 2 years. This is not a you're going to get fruit tomorrow deal. This is a waiting game. But after that, it's you're going to be getting fruit. And you know, that question always bugs me. And this is nothing against you. That question always bugs me when people ask, when are you going to get fruit from? I don't care whether it's a fruit tree, a plant, berries, whatever it is. People always want to know, when am I going to get fruit? The thing that bugs me about that question is that is the last thing you need to be worrying about when it comes to gardening. When it comes to gardening, that's, to me, is the same as you comparing like your child. When is your child going to produce? When is your child going to be old enough to stand on their own 2 feet? When are they going to be able to pay some bills, help us out around the house? When are they going to be able to hold their own and be productive, a productive part of society? It's no different. There is no answer to that. If you nurture that child, if you take care of that child, if you feed and water that child, if you fill that child with knowledge and put that child in an environment that is conducive to, and it can thrive, sometime that child end up going to college a year or 2 early, right? Sometimes that child ends up being a genius. Sometimes, depending, if it's in a bad environment, it ain't got enough nutrition, ain't got enough water, it ain't got enough, and it's in a bad environment, all of that, hey, that child is going to suffer. That child is not going to thrive well. It will live, but it will not thrive. It will not live up to its full potential. So you do your plants in your garden the same way. You are supposed to just take care of it, keep it alive, keep it fed, right? Put it in a good environment. When you do that, it will surprise you. Because most people will say, this fruit tree doesn't spit out fruit for another 5 years, right? And then you will get fruit the first year. And you'll be like, oh, they was lying. No, they're telling you, when these trees are mass produced like they do, we're not farmers, we're gardeners. The instructions and the things that we learn online, that's coming from somebody that mass produces these trees or mass produces this product. That's what's so important about us gardeners, because we're talking about on a backyard gardening level, and we're not going to get that information from a farmer, because the farmer is telling you how far you should have your trees and plants spread apart from a farm where he got 1,000 of these trees. And that's not have anything to do with how we do things as backyard gardeners at all. So that's why we need to stick together, so we can say, okay, I'm in South Carolina. It only took me 1.5 years to get a pineapple. Okay. Some people don't even, they'll be like, oh, it take 2 and 3 years. Maybe it's something else you might be missing, because I live right by you, and instead of adding this, I added that, and boom, I got a fruit in 1 year and some change. So that's how it is. When we get those tags, you get a plant. I got one back here. You get a plant and they got a tag on it, right? That tag is coming from a mass production nursery. And those are the instructions coming from that nursery that mass produces those things. That's not coming from a backyard gardener with 1 or 2 plants. So some of those rules and regulations can be bent a little bit. So, ooh, I want that. So I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. That's enough of me biting y'all ears off. I don't even know if the Wi-Fi is hanging on. So I'm gonna get on out of here and hit back on this road, all right? Everybody have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all later. All right? Lead Farmer 73, I love y'all, and I'm out. Peace.